Should have grabbed a spoon. All right.
That good butane.
The good butane. Let's set that up. This is Teaching My Friends to Cook, and we are on location on the observation deck. Check it out. Pretty cool. So yeah, this little series is called Eat Your Veggies because I know too many people that don't eat their vegetables because mostly because they don't like how they taste, right? I mean, that's why most people don't eat vegetables. So today we're starting with Brussels sprouts, which is easily one of the least favorite vegetables that people eat. And the way we make it taste better is butter. Butter and salt, basically. So first I'm gonna get this range going on, like medium heat, medium high. And we're gonna add about a tablespoon of, I'm using avocado oil, but any sort of high smoke point oil. And then you're just gonna take all your Brussels sprouts and cut them right in half. And I don't know if I use all these because I don't know if they'll all fit in the pan. You can peel off any weird looking stuff. I'm gonna toss that whole one. So this isn't quite heated yet, but I'm just gonna toss these in here anyways. Normally you wanna wait for your oil to be hot, but in this case it doesn't really matter. So you're putting these cut side down, and you might have a couple little loose leaves that fall off, but that's not a big deal. You just want to make sure that they all have full contact with the bottom of the pan on that cut side. We'll call that good. So these are going to go for, I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. What you're looking for is to get the bottom side blackened. And then once that happens, we're going to toss in some butter and cool down the pan and just sort of baste them for a little while. But speaking of basting, I need a spoon. Okay. Hachi machi. Alright, starting to blacken. Now, I gotta say this isn't the healthiest way to eat vegetables because you're blackening them, you're burning them. And I'm pretty sure anytime you eat burnt stuff, you're introducing carcinogens into your body. I could be wrong, but I think I heard that on Dateline one time. And then we're gonna add a bit of butter, so it's not super fatty, but there's a lot of fat, there's salt, but I think it's still better than not eating Brussels sprouts at all. So we're just about there. You may have to move them around the pan a bit just to make sure they're all cooking evenly. Kind of turn them around. Alright, so I'm gonna prep the butter. This is about, 2 to 3 servings of Brussels sprouts. I usually eat a lot when I eat them. So I'll do 2 tablespoons of butter. Just to get that ready. And when we get to that point where we're adding the butter, we're gonna wanna turn the heat down just a little bit so we don't burn the butter. But again, the butter is going to cool down the pan a bit too. I'm going to give it maybe like 4 more minutes. Just let them go. Alright, so these are all pretty good. You can go longer, but I'm going about there for reference. That amount of char. And so what we're gonna do now is, like I said, lower the heat. So I'm on like the low side of medium, or medium low. And we're just gonna toss in this butter. Might add more butter, depending on how it looks. If you wanted to, you could add some sort of Can you see?
Yeah. Carry on.
If you wanted to, I'm just gonna remove this from the heat while this cools down. You could add some sort of herbs right now, like rosemary or thyme or whatever you want. Just like you would cook a steak, if you're familiar with that method. And you would just put the herbs on top and then pour the butter over the herbs and the Brussels sprouts as you're basting. So right now what I'm doing is tilting the pan back to pool the butter, and then I'm just gonna pour the butter over all these little sprouts. The cool thing about this method is it works for any cruciferous vegetable that I can think of. I've never tried it with broccoli, but it would be good with broccoli. It's good with cauliflower. You could do this with cabbage. So instead of cutting all these Brussels sprouts in half, you could literally take a whole head of cabbage and cut that in half lengthwise, and then just put that cut side down in the pan.
And a cruciferous vegetable is one that eats meat.
No, a cruciferous vegetable is a Christian vegetable.
Oh, right. My bad. That makes more sense.
So you're gonna base these for... I really don't know. Until they're soft, basically. They're still pretty firm, or somewhat firm in the middle, so I'm just gonna keep it going. By now the butter's brown, which gives it more flavor. Like I said about the herbs, if you wanted to, you could put some garlic in there about now. But I am out of fresh garlic, somehow. So we're just gonna wait till the end and season with salt and pepper, garlic powder, which is the next best thing to garlic, and I've got nutritional yeast, which I'll talk about when we get to that point. Alright, so we are about at that point. Oh shit! Forgot a plate. Hold on. Alright. Okay. Yeah, so we are just about there. These are as tender as I want them. And I guess the rule of thumb is like the less you like Brussels sprouts, the longer you cook them. But these should be good right now, so I'm gonna turn the flame off. Get these on here. Should have grabbed a spoon. Black pepper. Salt. This might look like a lot of salt, but it's Himalayan rock salt, so you generally use a little bit more. And then some garlic powder. And then lastly, we're going to use nutritional yeast, which is a deactivated yeast. You can find this, I think we get it in bulk at the department store, at the grocery store. Deactivated yeast, it's got B complex vitamins, and I think like 2 tablespoons has 9 grams of protein. So it's pretty nutritious. And it's got like a really, I don't know, whenever people hear nutritional yeast, they think it sounds gross, but it actually has a really nice sort of like umami flavor. It doesn't taste like nori, but it's very similar, if that makes sense. You'll have to try it, it's really good. Forgot a fork, so I'm just gonna go for it. Whoo! Hot! Mmm. But it's so good. Oh yeah. I'm a healthy boy. So hot. God damn it. Okay. Whew. Well, that was our first episode of Eat Your Veggies. What should we do next? That's another one that people don't like. Cauliflower. Yeah,
people
cauliflower
hate
is pretty hot
cauliflower?
right now, though.
Yeah, it's true.
Green beans.
Yeah, dude.
Let's do green beans.
For sure.
See how much butter we can stuff in a bowl of green beans. All right, have a good one, guys. Over and out. Oh, you're still here. If you like our videos, press the like button. If you like our videos, I'm sorry, but this show is in a committed relationship. If you're feeling committed, you can go ahead and press the subscribe button. If you have an idea of what we should cook next, go ahead and leave us a comment down below. If that's all, I've got some light reading to do.